welcome to Sprout CoWorking in Providence. We are here for gallery night with this month's artist, Peter Green. He takes photographs of raptors all over the city of Providence. And we're going to ask him a couple of questions, and he's going to tell us a few stories about these extraordinary photographs.
Well, thanks for having me, Sherry. I appreciate it. Wonderful to have my stuff up here at Sprout. Please come check it out. Like she said, I love photographing urban raptors. So all of my photos are taken in Providence, all downtown, and all in the urban environment to show how adaptable they are and how you can see wildlife in the city without having to take a hike or a vacation somewhere obscure. So I started the blog, providenceraptors.com, 10 years ago to show these pictures and tell stories about the raptors that live in our city. And I just published a book with 10 years of stories and pictures, which is available here at Sprout as well. So you can come check out pictures of hawks, falcons, owls, and kestrels, ospreys, all these animals that live right here in Providence. You know, it's not only about a portrait of a beautiful falcon. I love to show the behavior of these falcons in the city. You can see here's one nesting on the back of a billboard. Here's an owl hunting in Burnside Park at night. Here's a kestrel living in a vent in a junkyard. And here's that kestrel came out of the vent right there, and that's a brand new kestrel who was born in that vent. In the winter time, we might get snowy owls that visit from the Arctic. In migration time, lots of hawks like to land on Independent Man.
How often do you see a hawk on the Independent Man?
Well, it's pretty common. I always keep my camera with me. I even just saw one this week. This picture is very old. I've got a lot of pictures of them on there. That's my favorite because it just looks like he's part of a statue almost, like flying regally. But what I always say to people is when you pass by, and he's very high up, you can hardly see the statue, but if it looks like he has two heads, it means there's a hawk usually sitting right on his head. With practice, I get better and better using my camera, and I can go for the sharpest detail possible. I have to zoom into a bird that's like a half a mile away and try to get details of the little reflection in his eye, or, you know, I love the science of it, so I like to read the band numbers. You can see this one says 98 BD. So we know that she was born in Massachusetts, and we can find out what year she was born, how far she traveled to get here, and keep track of all the different peregrine falcons in the area. So my favorite day of the year is when we go up to the top of the Superman building to ban the baby falcons. So Audubon and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service are officially licensed, and I'm a photographer, so I love to participate every year, show the little babies, and let Providence know what's going on downtown. Currently, they're the only ones who live in the Superman building since Bank of America moved out in 2013. And we'll continue around the corner. We've got the falcon, an owl, red-tailed hawk eating a rat. Natural pest control, so don't use rodenticides. We've got hawks to take care of that. And you know, when I photograph these birds, I learn a lot about the architecture in the city. So this is a mascaron on the Biltmore Hotel, which I would never have seen or learned about unless I was following this falcon around, and then it kept landing on that face, so I looked it up. And a shot like this, little kestrel landed right outside of my window. So I love where I live downtown. Not only do I get to walk around and see falcons, sometimes they come right to my window, and I just roll up the window and take the picture. And when this owl showed up downtown, that was very special. Usually I'd photograph only hawks and falcons. For an owl to show up in the urban environment was just incredible. And that's when I knew I had enough stories to write a book that would have interesting stories that people would like to see and read.
This is what the book looks like. It's filled with some of the pictures you see here and many, many more, and tells stories about some interesting stories about the birds, about the photographs, and about some of the experiences that Peter has had while taking photographs of these beautiful animals.
All right, so thanks again for having me at Sprout. I love being here where many people come in and out to work, and they'll see my work. And we're in Providence, and that's where my work belongs being shown, in Providence. So it's a great place to show my work, and I appreciate it being here. Thank you.
And remember, Sprout is open these days from 9 to noon, Monday to Friday, to walk in and see these photos. And if you're a member of Sprout, you have 24/7 access. If you want more information about working at Sprout, please find us on Facebook or our website, which is sproutcoworking.com. Call Stacy, who's our business manager. She'd be happy to take you for a tour. Thanks for joining us on Gallery Night. Art for everyone.